Evolving Skies, should you buy it? Well, the English set list has just been released with over 90 cards cut. We already knew the Japanese cards going into it from Eevee Heroes and Skystream and Towering Perfection, but now we actually see which English cards have made the cut. Okay, so let's have a look. So I won't bore you with all the random commons and whatnot, so we'll just skip to like the main cards that are in the set. So we've got Leafeon V, nice card. We've got Leafeon Vmax, another nice card. I'm not really a huge fan of this style of the VMAXs. I feel like the background just makes it a bit, I don't know, difficult to tell that it's even a VMAX. Like, if you compare the size of this to the size of this, they look exactly the same. Nothing tells me that this is a VMAX, so not really a huge fan of those, but we move. Okay, we've got Trevenant V, Trevenant V Max. So, if you're a Trevenant fan, there you go. There's a Flareon V, nice looking card. Volcarona V, I think this is actually probably one of my favorite V cards. Like, it just looks a bit more detailed and realistic compared to a lot of the other ones. So I think this one's a great card. Let's keep going. So I'm just going a bit quickly through these ones. But if you want to have a look at any of these other commons and uncommons and whatnot, these are all on pokebeach.com. So go check them out. They do lots of like news and info and leaks and stuff. Okay, so we've got Gyarados V, Gyarados V Max. Once again, Gyarados V Max looks exactly the same as Gyarados V, but oh well. We've got a Vaporeon V. Nice looking card. See, I think this just looks much better with like, you have some sort of background with the water. I think it looks much more nicer. Suicune, one of my favorite Pokemon, but unfortunately this set doesn't have a Suicune alternate art as of yet. I mean, that would be awesome, I think, if they made an alternate art. If any of you guys have seen the movie with Suicune in it, there's like that scene where Suicune's like standing on the lake by himself. I mean, it's a beautiful scene. If they made that into an alternate card, I think it would be beautiful. I'd be all over it. Okay. Got some more commons. Got a Glaceon V. Cool. Don't like the VMAX. Scroll down some more. Okay, we've got this guy, Arctivish V. Now, I've said it before and I'll say it again. This guy literally looks like Wobbuffet had intercourse with an avocado. And then they produced this. What the hell is this Pokemon? So strange looking. I don't know what they're doing over at the Pokemon Company. We've got a Jolteon Vmax. Wait, this is Jolteon V actually, just a Jolteon V. Got some cute cards, and like some of these cards are very adorable. Maybe one day I'll make a longer video looking at all of them. Like that is a really cool card. Look at that. But anyway, no time to look at all of those nowadays. Okay, we got Dracozolt V, which is pretty nice, interesting card. This Pokemon looks very weird to me. It's like a weird dinosaur dragon, weird electric thing hybrid. It's just very strange Pokemon. Look what is going on with this Pokemon? Just all over the place. The reason I guess I'm going a little bit faster than normal and skipping through all these cards is because this set is huge. It's got over 230 cards. It is massive. Like this thing is enormous. I don't know why they made this set so big. I guess it's because there's 3 relatively big Japanese sets in it, but I mean this is just huge. We've got Espeon V, Espeon V Max. I'm really just liking all the Vs more than the V Maxes, but oh well. Um, we got a Golurk V. I think this is a pretty cool card. Looks like he's in like a, I don't know. It looks like he's in like like the pillars remind me of like Athens kind of, and he's just like smashing up the ground. Probably gonna pull out the graves of like some like Aristotle or some shit. I've got Sylveon V. It's a very pretty card. Look at that. Look at that. Why can't they make more V cards like this? See, it's very pretty. And this is weird. He's screaming at me. I don't like it. This is a weird looking card. It's like one of those Play-Doh things. What else do they have here? We got a Medicham V. Don't care about you. We got a Lycanroc V. Don't care about you. Lycanroc Vmax. I mean, if you're into like furry porn or something, you'll love those. Umbreon V. Cool card. Fan favorite. Umbreon Vmax is probably the only Vmax I like. Like, if you look at the background, it kind of just works with the card. Like, it just looks cool. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. It just looks cool. I think it's probably one of the better Vmaxes. Scrafty. Oh, we got the garbage Pokemon, Garbage V and Garbage V Max. It's just a trash can and a bigger trash can, so that's cool. Okay. Then we get to some of the much cooler Pokemon. We've got Rayquaza V. Now, Rayquaza is one of my favorite Pokemon, and I think it's one of the more epic Pokemon in the entire Pokemon franchise, right? But this card to me doesn't really do it justice. And I know that's more for the VMAXs and the alternate arts and stuff, but still, I mean, I feel like as far as a V card goes, this is a bit weak. And the VMAX really, if anything, is just worse. Like I don't know why it looks like some weird like Mexican flower girl or something that's about to do some sort of weird snake dance. Very, very strange. Like it's trying to seduce me, but not really my kind of thing, you know? Alright. We got a Noivern. I really like the name of this Pokemon. The way you say it. Noivern. Just I mean, something about it just hits me in all the right ways. Um Duraludon V. I mean, this is just a very weird Pokemon, but like I don't really understand what it is. I think it's meant to be like a building. I don't really know how a building can be a Pokemon, but we move. Like look at this. It's meant to be a skyscraper. It's the skyscraper Pokemon. But how the hell does a Pokemon sky how I don't understand. It's just strange to me. Um if you guys haven't noticed, like this Smeargle is one of the more interesting cards because he's like being a little cheeky shit and he's like, making this like paint trail with his tail. And if you look at some of the other cards, you'll see that trail come up in a few of the other ones, which is pretty interesting. I find it's like a little bit of lore in the cards. This is a cool card as far as commons go. All right, and that's all the Pokemon from the main set. These are just like trainers. No one cares about any of these. All garbage. All garbage. All chuck them all in the trash. Okay, now we get to the actual secret rares in the set. So here is when things start to get a little bit more spicy. Okay, we've got Leafeon V, which I think looks pretty cute. Okay, we've got the Leafeon V alternate art. Now this card, I mean, you've probably seen it already, but this is just beautiful, and I'm glad this is coming to English because this will look absolutely fantastic in a binder. I think it's one of the most beautiful alternate cards we've got recently. Just amazing. Springtime, Leafeon. Spring? Autumn? I guess it'd be more autumn because the leaves are falling. Maybe Leafeon's dying because it's autumn. Yeah, that'd be cool. Okay, we got Trevenant V. This is dumb. Uh, Flareon V. This card doesn't really make sense to me because Flareon's like a orange, yellowish fire kind of theme, and then the background's like orange. Oh, sorry, green and blue. Like, don't really know why that's a thing, but oh well. Volcarona. I mean, not as good as the other V. Gyarados V. I mean, if you get any of these as like secret rares, I think you'll be very disappointed because these are just so weak compared to some of the alternate arts and whatnot. This is cute, but no one really cares. Suicune, like, I don't know, like these arts just look very low effort. It's just like the Pokemon pasted onto like this very low quality Google image background. That's what it looks like to me anyway. Same with this one, like, I don't know, a child could make that background. Okay, at least finally we've got into another beautiful card. This is the Glaceon V alternate art, which has made it into English, so that's fantastic. Glaceon just chilling in a frosty bench. Looks like she's outside of school or something. Anyway, cute card. Back to our little avocado Wobbuffet. Jolteon V. I mean, this one actually looks a little bit better than some of the other ones. I think the sharp angles of this one make it look a little bit nicer than some of the other ones. Dracozolt. I mean, this Pokemon is just weird. Espeon doesn't work with the background. Weird card. But the Espeon V though is a very unique artwork, and I really like this one. Espeon seems to be, you know, kind of like Harry Potter, just practicing its spells in a library or something. Um, and this one is illustrated by Sao Sao or Soso. I think he's done a really good job, and it's very nice, unique artwork, very different to what you usually see. Golok V, pretty meh, but Golok V alternate art. Now this one I really like, and I think this card's very underrated because it's got a great artwork, right? We see obviously like the Golok, we see the Nickit on its shoulder, we see the Swablues on the log. I think the detail in this card is just beautiful. It looks really nice. I don't know why it kind of just reminds me of like some sort of a Robin Hood era kind of type card. I really like it. And from what I remember, in Japanese, this was only going for like 10 to 15 US dollars if you convert it. So I think this will be one of the more affordable alternate arts. So that should be good to pick up. Okay, we got a okay, okay, we got a Sylveon V. So this one, I think for some reason the Sylveon V cards just seem to be doing better because it just works more with its background compared to some of its other V counterparts. And obviously we have the alternate art for Sylveon, which just looks great. Sylveon's in like a bakery serving like cupcakes and stuff to people. Very cute. Very, very cute card. Medicham, I mean, like, just no one really cares about this one, but this one is the one people care about. Now, this is the alternate art. I think it looks great in a lot of ways, but in some ways it's a little bit strange. I think the angle they chose, I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to show it in motion from like this low angle kind of view, right? But it just makes Medicham himself, herself look kind of strange, I guess. But other than that, it's a cool card, I guess. Interesting idea. Okay, okay, so we have Lycanroc V. Once again, don't really care about that one. This one didn't get an alternate art. We have Umbreon V, which looks decent compared to some of the other ones, I guess. But Umbreon V, this is, I mean, people have been going crazy about this card. This card's beautiful. We have the Overlord Umbreon looking over its disciples. I think this one is Pinsir on the left here. The middle one, this is Grimmsnarl. I think there's another Pinsir on the right there. These two here, I'm not really sure who these are in the middle. If you guys know, let me know in the comments below. But not really sure who these two are. Okay, but I mean, this is just like a beautiful card, by the way. Amazing, absolutely amazing. With a Garbodor, thank God this didn't get a alternate art. Although that might have been cool to see like just a picture of my face. Dragonite V, okay, cool. But this Dragonite V alternate art, oh my God, beautiful, beautiful card. I mean, this is absolutely adorable. You just see Dragonite just chilling, laying on its back, floating through the air, and you know there are some other Pokemon, some Fearos and shit, just flying around. Just beautiful, beautiful card. I mean, I love this card. Probably one of my favorite cards in the set. Really cute. Glad this is coming to English. Okay, we've got Rayquaza V, which, once again, not that amazing, but the alternate art, amazing. Um, like all these alternate arts are beautiful, but this one specifically is really good because you get to see actually the Rayquaza and like see the magnitude of it, I guess, right? Because you're able to compare it with like I think this is Zinnia and Whimsar just chilling in the corner. The one thing I will say is the framing is a little bit strange to me. I feel like I don't know, it just feels like a little bit cut out, and like the way it's positioned is a bit strange. But I mean, I still think it's a great card. You get to see the Pokemon trainer. Um, it's going to be great, great card. Okay, we've got a Noivern V, which is pretty decent, but I'm very excited to get to this next one. Wow, this card is special. This card is really, really special. I think Mitsuhiro Arita did a fantastic job of this. It feels like it feels like almost like a kind of Batman Gotham vibe kind of card. I think this one is really, really amazing. It's one of the most unique artworks I've seen. It looks straight out of like a movie scene, right? But obviously there's no Batman Pokemon movie, but that would be crazy. Imagine a Batman Pikachu crossover, okay, for the 25th anniversary. Imagine a Batman Pikachu. Oh my god, that would look so adorable. Anyway, back to the card. Looks great. The motion of it, the just the artwork, the city in the background just looks fantastic. Okay, so we got a Duraludon V, and then we got a Duraludon V alternate art, and this one's really cool. Um, he's with his partner. His name's like Raina or something. This guy's pretty cool. I think this is a cute art. Duraludon looks to be getting ready to eat something, but I don't really know how he sustains himself with food. Isn't he like a building or something? I don't know. Anyway, we got a Aroma Lady, cute. Copycat. I mean, this is a really cute card. It's like Copycat over here, and obviously this is like her like cosplaying Marnie, and there's her cosplaying Leon back there in the background, and then there's her cosplaying Rose as well over here, which is a very good cosplay because it looks exactly like him. Um, then there's Gordy. Now this fat fuck. Okay, listen to me. This guy, if I see this guy in person, if I see anyone holding this card anywhere, I will grab it off you. I will rip it to pieces and I will burn it. Okay? This card is disgusting. I don't know why it's here. I was praying to Jesus and every every god that exists. I was praying that this thing does not make it to English, but it did. Okay? I opened one EV Heroes box. And if you guys don't know, you're guaranteed one secret rare. I opened one box and I got this fucking fat shit. Okay? I got this guy in my box. Okay? I was depressed for a solid 3 weeks after that. Okay? Screw this guy. If you're a fan of this guy, I hate you. Stop watching. Go away. I don't like you. This guy can leave and die and never come back. I hope he gets COVID. Okay, next, I forget this guy's name. Raihan, not Reyna. Did I call him Reyna last time? I think that's a Valorant character. Rayhan. So This guy looks cool. He looks dope. I'd fuck him. He also sounds like he could be my cousin, so that's a bit strange. Zinnia's Resolve. Cool card, I guess. If you're a Zinnia fan, you probably like this. Okay, so we got one of the rainbows finally. Now, this rainbow Leafeon, I mean, I'm not really a fan of the rainbows to be fair, and there's just so many other beautiful versions of these artworks that I don't know. I don't really like the rainbows anymore. I like the colors a bit more, like the normal colors a bit more. Okay, next we have Leafeon Vmax. Now this card looks great. Now at first, when I saw like the grainy kind of pattern, I was like, wait, what's that about? But I think that's just the holo, because I think the actual card itself looks a bit um, nicer in person. So with that in mind, I think this card looks great. Obviously, you can actually get a size, like a scale of the size of Leafeon because it's in the field, right? I think that's great. Um, and yeah, it's just a fantastic artwork, really unique, just really cool. I mean, this Leafeon probably eats like cows in its free time, so fantastic. Oh, I mean, it's Leafeon. Maybe it's a vegan. Anyway, Trevenant is rainbow. Just, I mean, I don't really care about these rainbows, so I'm gonna skip over them. If you, actually, this is kind of cool, right? Yeah, it's kind of cool, but yeah. Um, okay, we've got a Glaceon rainbow. All right, now we've got a Glaceon VMAX. Now this card I need to talk about because I think this is probably one of my favorite of the VMAXs. Absolutely beautiful for so many reasons. Obviously, you have the big Glaceon, which looks fantastic, right? But surrounding him, you have a Pikachu, fan favorite. You have a Marill, I believe, which is cute and a lot of people love it. A Azumarill, a lot of people love it. You have the little Kung Fu Panda monkey, cute. There's an Eevee there, which is, I mean, everyone loves Eevee, and there's a little Feebas even in the background if you look at that. So the amount of detail, the attention to detail, and the artwork on this is absolutely incredible. I love it. One of my favorites. Next, we have a couple more rainbows that I don't care about. Oh my god, this set is gonna make me crazy. This card is beautiful. Look at this Sylveon VMAX, guys. Wow. We got Sylveon VMAX there. We got Vaporeon just chilling on its little ribbon hair thing. Got an Eevee sleeping over there on the left. We got an Eevee jumping into the frame on the right. We got a Marshadow over there. We've got some flower Pokemon here. I don't know who the hell they are. We've got a Kangaskhan in the back over there as well. Like the amount of detail on these VMAXs is absolutely ridiculous. There's even another Eevee. There's three Eevees in this. You can play Find My Eevee just with this card. There's another one chilling up there at the top on its ribbon. Like just I mean, just beautiful artwork. So many Pokemon in it. So much detail. Just I mean, just looks stunning. Great artwork by Taira Akitsu. Another couple of rainbows. Don't care about you. Oh my god, this Umbreon VMAX, beautiful. What is this? Like, how are they expecting us to have this much money that we're just gonna have to buy every single beautiful V alternate art and VMAX in the same set? This set will make everyone broke. It's ridiculous how good this set is. Okay, so we've got Umbreon Vmax, obviously. Um, on like a I don't know why this kind of reminds me of like Hogwarts. It has nothing to do with Hogwarts, but it just gives me that kind of vibe. He's just chilling on top of the castle. Okay, um, it's like reaching out to the moon or something. Like this is it just blows my mind how cool this card is. And not only that, I think this was the most expensive uh Japanese EV Heroes card. So I mean, even in English, this is going to be hella expensive. Probably one of the main chase cards in the set. Probably the second most expensive. There's one more that's going to be probably more expensive than this, which we'll get to in a second. But this card, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like $400 or $500, honestly. Okay, we got a rainbow garbage. We got a rainbow Rayquaza. Now we have the big, the bad, the Rayquaza VMAX. Now this card currently, I have heard, is going for upwards of $700 to $800. Now, yes, that is ridiculous, but at the same time, I feel like when it comes over in English, it will be a bit cheaper than that because English cards tend to be cheaper because the supply is just a bit higher. So I guess we'll have to see how that goes. But from what I can tell, I think this one is going to be well over $400 or $500. It's going to be the chase card of the set, super expensive, and I mean, let's talk about why. Rayquaza VMAX, beautiful, beautiful artwork. You have Rayquaza in this one. I think the framing is much better. You can actually see much more of it in its entirety. You get a magnitude for how epic and colossal this thing is as it's weaving through this forest. I mean, just looks incredible. I don't really understand what's with this red stuff going on, but other than that, just fantastic card. And this one's gonna really bring out your just ring out your wallets. Okay, we got a Duraludon Rainbow, and then I think we're nearly at the final cards. This is the Duraludon Vmax, so it's a skyscraper. I mean, it doesn't look that great, to be honest. It just looks like the Duraludon sitting in the middle of a forest or something. But maybe once the holo is a little bit clearer in person, you'll be able to tell more details. We got an Aroma Lady Rainbow, Copycat Rainbow, a few other rainbows no one cares about. Okay, now we have some gold cards. So we have the Golden Frostglass, which I think looks pretty decent. The Golden Teleon I think looks really nice. The Gold Cresselia is probably my favorite gold card. This thing looks beautiful. Normally I don't really like gold cards because they look kind of strange to me, but this one I feel like the Cresselia, especially with the head of the Cresselia, it really flows nicely with the card. It works well, so I think that's great. And then there's like some bunch of random like garbage, like like energies and all that shit. Lightning, dark, and steel energies. Oh, metal energies. Okay. Now that we've talked about a bunch of the cards that are going to be in the set, let's actually have a look at some cards that won't be in the set. So this is, I guess, the more important part of the video. Which cards didn't make it into the set? Well, mostly it's just a bunch of garbage. Okay. A bunch of garbage that I guess no one will really care about unless you're a really big Marill fan, but not too big of a deal. Wait, they cut out a Squirtle? I mean, not Squirtle, Mudkip? That's pretty dog. Okay, anyway, we move. So just quickly scrolling through, you guys see the garbage that you were missing out on. Unlucky. Holy shit, there's so many cards. But eventually we're going to get to the real disappointing stuff that we missed out on. Okay. So these are the big cards that we missed out on. Okay. So, firstly, we have the full art Shauna. Okay. Now, I'm not personally a big fan of Shauna, but I know a lot of people are, and a lot of people are disappointed that this card hasn't made the set. But I mean, it is what it is. It's just another waifu that's not going to be in. Actually, I don't know how old she is. Let's not go there. Okay, there's a couple school kids though. These ones I definitely do know the ages of. Very young, so I don't mind that they're not here. It's fine. There's a couple obviously rainbow versions of them. Not really big deals. Okay, but now let's get to the biggest omissions of the entire set. Okay. Now, these ones I'm a little bit worried about. Flareon V. This was probably like my second or third favorite V alternate card. This Flareon is absolutely amazing. Okay, the artwork on this is incredible. Okay, and the fact that it hasn't made it into English is depressing, but it still might make it into English. I'll get there. I'll get there in a second, and it probably will make it to English. We'll get there in a second. Let's just look at the other ones first. Flareon, beautiful, cozy little house. It's lighting the fire. I mean, just amazing. And the detail in this. Look, there's a rug at the bottom of this card, and even the rug has like these Pokemon balls and like these Pokeballs and Great Balls. Like just the attention to detail. The book here, it's got writing. Like you can like see there's writing in it. There's drawings of Pokemon. It's a cup of tea. Just it's incredible. Like just the amount of detail. You have photos of like the Flareon here, and there's a photo of an Eevee, which is probably this thing before it evolved, right? Like as it's grown up, like childhood photos. Like that's so cute. Like whoever thought of this? I don't want to pronounce this. Suicune Gundam. He did a great job. This is just fantastic. Okay, so let's look at the next one. Okay, Vaporeon. Now this one was probably my favorite V card of all of them because this is just the cutest card that's ever been created. Look how adorable this thing is, just lying there in the water. Okay, the colors on this card are beautiful. The Pokemon itself, Vaporeon, is my favorite evolution, and if this doesn't eventually make its way to English, I will cry myself to sleep every night for 3.5 years. Um, I mean, I really hope this makes it in English. It's just an absolutely beautiful card in every single way. The framing, the artistic choices that have been made on this card, just absolutely stunning. Okay, next up we have the Jolteon. Now, this one, at first I didn't think it was that amazing, but on second thought, if you actually like pay a bit more attention, you realize this guy is literally running across the side of a wall, like some Spider-Man shit, in a city. Okay, and then what I realized is you can actually see like the whole city. You can see the city in the background. You can see the cars driving on the road. And I thought, wait a minute, is this the first time in a Pokemon card we've actually seen cars? Because I don't recall seeing it in any other ones. Now I could be wrong, Okay, so if I am wrong and there is another card with it where there's a vehicle, well not a vehicle, but like specifically a car somewhere in the card, you guys let me know, okay? Because I really think this might have been the first one, and it might not even be coming to English, so that would be tremendously disappointing. Then obviously we have the Espeon V Max. Now this one was in the special gym box thing, which cost like an obscene amount of money, and it was the promo card in that box. So now how this will come to English, I don't know. I don't know if it will. I feel like it has to because it would be a bit unfair, or in my eyes at least, if you had the full set of all these beautiful evolutions and then in English we just didn't get this one, or we didn't get these four, or whatever, right? Now let's talk about how they might actually make it into the English set. Now, there's a couple ways it could happen, right? So one, they could come as promos. Okay. Now, how is that possible? Like, there could be like a Flareon V box, right? You know how in the past we've gotten Flareon V box, like not Flareon V, sorry, but you know how in the past we've gotten like a Galarian Rapidash V box or a Urshifu V-Box or Charizard V-Box, whatever it's been, right? So we might get a Flareon V-Box, and this might be the promo card that's in that box, and it'll probably come with like 2 Evolving Skies packs and 2 packs from like, I don't know, Battle Styles and Sun and Moon, whatever, doesn't matter. Um, One of those boxes, I think it's very likely that it comes like that, because I don't really see this card being in a tin. I feel like tins usually, to me at least, they look a bit cheaper, and this one looks like it would be much more of a premium product. So if not in a V box, maybe in like a premium collection, and it'd be really cool as well if it featured like all 3 of them in one box. Can you imagine like an Evolving Skies premium collection box, similar to like the maybe the Crobat and Dragapult boxes, but instead it was 3 of these evolutions? I mean, I think that would look absolutely incredible, not just as a box and as a sealed display piece or product, but just to open up and get all 3 of these added into your collection. That would be amazing. But more likely, knowing the Pokemon Company, they'll probably like squeeze out as much of this set as they can into like 3 different products. So, I mean, I guess we'll see. As for the Espeon, I mean, yeah, it could get its own kind of special product, like a milk carton kind of thing that we saw with the Mani. But at the same time, I'm not sure. It could come in that premium box as a box that has all 4 of them. If that was the case, though, I mean, that would in a lot of ways be very dangerous, because that product would be probably the most sought after product of Pokemon in, I mean, definitely in recent history. I can't think of anything that would be as crazy as having all 3 Kanto evolutions as well as this amazing Espeon VMAX in one box. I don't think that would really make sense because it's 3 V cards and a VMAX, but I mean, I guess we'll see exactly how they work that out. So far, if you look at the Evolving Skies products, there's just, like the booster box, there's the Elite Trainer boxes, and there's just like the normal blisters and whatnot, right? So we don't have any V boxes yet, or premium collections yet, which we probably will get. So I feel like that's how they're going to feature these cards. And if not, I mean, well, that would just be depressing and a little bit sad for us English people, or English Pokemon collectors. Um, Also, if you guys haven't already seen, these are the pre-release promos. So there's the Flaffy, there's the Galarian Articuno, Galarian Zapdos, and the Galarian Moltres. I don't know why these are in Evolving Skies. Wouldn't these have made more sense in Chilling Reign because they were in Chilling Reign? Doesn't really make sense to me, but oh well, I guess we move. Um, but yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how they handle these cut evolutions. I probably think they'll come as promos, but I guess we'll see. Because right now, although even without them, Evolving Skies is one of the best recent sets we've ever gotten. I think without these cards, it would just be really disappointing compared to EV Heroes. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think they'll come as promos, or do you think they'll be cut completely, or do you think they'll come in some other way? Maybe they'll come in a different set or the next set. That wouldn't really make sense to me, but it is possible. So let me know what you guys think. Sorry for the longer video today. I just wanted to quickly give a recap of all the cards. This will be like my longest video. So definitely, if you have stuck around for this long, like, subscribe, and I will make all your dreams come true.